Hello students. So today we are going to discuss about disaster management. It's a 10th lesson of Science and Technology Part 2, Standard 10, Maharashtra Board. This is disaster management. So before discussing that, we should have to know what is meant by disaster. Okay, we'll see now the definition of disaster. So variously dangerous events occur many times in the environment. Those are called as disasters. Various dangerous events, बहुत सारे ऐसे events हैं कि that is very dangerous and which are occurs many times in the environment. For example, some main natural disasters are floods, wet and dry famine. Wet and dry famine means what? ह्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो ओला दुष्काळ आणि हा सुका दुष्काळ. सायक्लॉन्स म्हणजे चक्रीवादळ निर्माण होतात. अर्थक्वेक्स, these are earthquakes, volcanoes, etc. According to United Nations has defined the disaster, it is defined as the sudden event that leads to the huge loss of life and property. See, these two words are important: sudden events and huge loss of life and property. Okay, words like huge and sudden are important in the definition. As the disasters occur suddenly, it cannot be predicted. Hence, precautions are not possible. So, these are the definitions of disasters. Clear? Any difficulties about disaster? Once again, sudden event that leads to huge loss of life. ठीक है, एक ऐसा इवेंट है, अचानक से आने वाला इवेंट है जिसके वजह से ज्यादा लॉस, ह्यूज लॉस ऑफ लाइफ का भी ज्यादा लॉस हो सकता है, प्रॉपर्टी का भी ज्यादा लॉस हो सकता है. सो दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज डिजास्टर. क्वेश्चन अराइजेस, which are the two main types of disasters? So the answer is there are two main type of disaster. Okay, there are two main types of disaster. Number one is natural disaster, and second one is man-made disaster, which can be further divided into number of types of disasters that is depends upon various characteristics. Like, see here we can see the types of disasters. Okay, geophysical disaster, biological disaster, and this is man-made disaster. We'll see one by one what is the meaning of geophysical disasters. In that, again, geophysical disasters are again classified into two types. One is geological disaster and atmospheric disaster. We'll see what are the contents which are coming under geological disasters. For example, earthquake, हमें पता है earthquake, volcano, right, लावा आता है, tsunami पता है, landslides, ठीक है, landslides, landfall, ठीक है, landslide is different and landfall is different. Actually, these two things which are constantly occurs in the Himalayan belts or sometimes in the Sahyadri hills also. Erosion means what? There is a loss of soil. ठीक है. Alkalization, alkalization, not volcanization, it is alkalization. This is alkalization. Alkali का मतलब क्या होता है? Alkali, right, to making a salt. If excess of salt which is present in the soil, and that particular soil, it becomes alkaline, and that alkaline soil which is not useful for the fertilization, or it is not useful for to take the crops in that particular soil. So that soil is nothing but what? Non-fertile या unfertile soil. Then last one is flooding. So all these are the points which are belongs to geological disaster. Second, atmospheric disaster. For example, hot and cold waves. है ना, waves ज्यादा आते हैं, ठीक है, थंड हवा येते किंवा गरम वाफ येतात. आता समर सीजन मध्ये भरपूर गरम वाफा यायला लागतात, ठीक आहे. स्नो स्टॉर्म्स, sometimes we know snowstorms. Actually, this condition it oftenly it occurs at the Himalayan belt or Kashmir, Rajasthan. Sorry, not Rajasthan, Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir. Snowfall, again the same region. Cyclones are फाउंड इन महाराष्ट्र ऑल्सो. हेलस्टॉर्म, हेलस्टॉर्म मीन्स बहुत बड़ी बारिश आ जाना है, ठीक है. हेलस्टॉर्म मुसळधार पाऊस म्हणतो आपण त्याला. ड्रॉट, ड्रॉट, फ्लड, फ्लड म्हणजे पाऊस किंवा काय म्हणतो याला पूर येतात. ड्रॉट म्हणजे भरपूर पाऊस पडत नाही, काय नाही, भरपूर उन्हाळाच उन्हाळा, अजिबात आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी कोणत्याही प्रकारचं पीक घेता येत नाहीये. मेटिओराइट, sunspots, etc. Meteoroid means what? Inside the celestial body, actually inside the sky, some celestial bodies are there. When they are coming to Earth, or when they are moving towards Earth, okay, a very big disaster will be there. Sunspots be, because at the surface of sun, if spots are formed, due to that sun, it emits high amount of radiations, and due to that radiations, all animals and all plants get various hazardous effects on it. That is why this is also belongs to, this is a atmospheric disaster. Okay, next to that we will see biological disasters. We will see biological disasters in case of plant and in case of animals, right? Biological disasters are again classified into plant disaster and animal disaster. For example, in the plant disaster, forest fire, fungal disease spreading, blister, weed, aquatic carrot, grass and common grass. So these are belongs to biological disaster, right? कभी कभी फायर, फॉरेस्ट फायर लग जाता है तो बहुत सारा नुकसान होता है, क्योंकि inside the forest various medicinal plants are also there, various important plants are there, and most of the plants they get burnt out, and due to this the biodiversity of our nation or biodiversity of whole earth, it is entirely disturbed. This spreading fungal disease, due to this biological disaster, fungal disease spreading, weed spreading, carrot grass, common grass, ये भी कभी कभी नष्ट हो जाते हैं ड्यू टू फंगल डिसीज. ठीक है, फंगल डिसीज की वजह से वीड को भी प्रॉब्लम होता है, एक्वेटिक कैरोट ग्रास, कॉमन ग्रास, सबको ये प्रॉब्लम कर सकता है. सो दिस इज प्रॉब्लम कर सकता है मीन्स व्हाट, द प्रोडक्टिविटी और द क्वालिटी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लांट, इट विल नॉट बी गुड. ओके, एंड ड्यू टू दैट शॉर्टेज विल बी देयर. So this is what nothing but what disaster. Now we'll see animal disaster. Infectious viruses like coronavirus also, it belongs to animal infectious, right? Animal disaster. Infectious viruses, bacteria, cholera, malaria, hepatitis, plague, insects, bite of poisonous animals also. Due to this, various disease it is spread all over the country, all over the world. So right now pandemic is going on. So this is belongs to what? Animal disaster. Next to that is man-made disaster. Man-made disaster, we'll see. Man-made disasters are again classified into two types: unknown and international. Unknown means poisonous gases. Unknown poisonous gases are there. Atomic test and unplanned action, accident. All these are belongs to unknown man-made. And these are the international. War, fire. It is planned. International means what? At the international level, human beings, they are planned to overcome our dominance, to overcome certain situations. For example, they make war, fire, bomb blast, forced migration. एक देश से दूसरे देश में जाने के लिए फोर्स कहते हैं, फोर्स करते हैं. अगर नहीं गए तो हम आपको जान से मार देंगे. लाइक दैट इज फोर्स्ड माइग्रेशन. टेररिज्म तो पता है, दहशतवाद, रेप्स एंड चाइल्ड लेबर. चाइल्ड लेबर की वजह से भी बहुत सारे डिजास्टर्स हो सकते हैं. चाइल्ड लेबर, अगर चाइल्ड लेबर बच्चे, छोटे छोटे बच्चे काम को जा रहे हैं, अगर वो काम पे जाएंगे तो उनका एजुकेशन नहीं हो पाएगा, तो दैट पर्टिकुलर सिटीजन्स नहीं बन पाएंगे. वेल एजुकेटेड सिटीजन्स ना बनने की वजह से वो ऐसे ही लाइफ टाइम के लिए काम करते रहेंगे. दैट इज बिकम ट्रेजेडी. उनके लाइफ में बहुत बड़ी ट्रेजेडी हो जाएगी. दैट इज नथिंग बट व्हाट, अ डिजास्टर. सो ऑल दीज आर वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ डिजास्टर्स एंड इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन वेरियस क्राइटेरिया. ओके, Now we will see about effects of disasters. Okay. Number one, collapsing the bridge, flooding of coastal villages. Flooding of coastal villages means मतलब जो coastal villages है, समुंदर के साइड में जो विलेज रहते हैं वहां पे फ्लड आ जाना, शॉर्टेज ऑफ फूड आर सम ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ फ्लड्स. ओके, फ्लड आने के बाद फूड का शॉर्टेज हो जाना है. ठीक है, केरला में हुआ था अभी. कोलैप्सिंग द हाउसेस, राइट, हाउसेस कोलैप्स हो जाते हैं. डेवलपिंग क्रैक्स इन लैंड, लैंड में क्रैक डेवलप हो जाते हैं. आर सम ऑफ द इफेक्ट्स ऑफ अर्थक्वेक. Disasters like forest fire and drought also adversely affect the environment. These are the various effects of disasters. Now, along with that, we can see that disasters definitely affect the economy of nation. That effect is always relative to disaster and economy. For example, if any part is destroyed, so there are long-lasting effect on economy due to huge expenses on its reconstruction. रिकंस्ट्रक्शन करने में बहुत ज्यादा इकोनॉमी लॉस हो जाती है. दैट इज वाई इट इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. दैट इज वाई इट इज सेड दैट डिजास्टर एंड इकोनॉमी दे आर गोइंग हैंड इन हैंड. वेर एवर देयर इज डिजास्टर देयर इज अ लॉस ऑफ इकोनॉमी. सो इन दिस वे these are the effects of disaster, and remaining part we will continue in the next video. Please do this, read it, listen this, okay, because this is very important. Types of disasters, effects of disasters, it will definitely promote your score.